as far as I know, this is from a casual perspective. Trish Stratus has been around the block. She's done some great things for women's professional wrestling. She's earned everybody's respect, but she's kind of already past that peak of like her actual superstar abilities. Meanwhile, you have Becky Lynch, who I believe is around 36 years old, and she is still looking phenomenal. She's still selling a lot of merchandise, selling a lot of tickets. She's fun to watch, and I think the man is going to get it done on Saturday night.
This is kind of a vanity match just for Trish Stratus. It's something she's wanted to cross off her bucket list, just something to, say that she's done on her resume and everything. Now that WWE is finally letting women do more than just bra and panty matches and mud wrestling matches and stuff like that. But this is just for her to get her kicks. And by all means, I'm not going to be the one to stop her. I'm all for this. I love the fact that they're doing this. But I think the nod's going to go to Becky Lynch just because she's more active. She's still in her prime and everything. Not that Trish Stratus is showing any signs of weakness, but it just story-wise, it's better for Becky Lynch to get the win than Trish Stratus, and I think Trish is just happy to be in the match.
I know that as wrestling fans, and I don't consider myself a diehard fan, but I am a wrestling fan with everybody else, we all want that special moment to happen with Nakamura to become the world champion, but I don't think it's going to be happening at WWE Payback. Seth freaking Rollins is just one of those guys that is a crossover superstar. It goes past pro wrestling. He's got the endorsement deals. He's got the fame. Everything's going good for him right now. And I don't think it's time for him to relinquish that title. So I think Seth freaking Rollins is going to get it done.
As much as I want Nakamura to win a world title in WWE, I don't think this is the one, at least not yet, because it feels like this is just kind of a tee up for Damian Priest to come in and cash in on Seth Rollins. So I'm sure it'll be a great match and all. I don't see it going. I don't see the title changing hands. I think Rollins is just kind of keeping it warm until they're ready to finally pull the trigger on Damian Priest. So I have Seth Rollins retaining, but I do believe that tonight will be the night Damian Priest cash in on Seth Rollins and the Judgment Day leaves with a bunch of gold in their hands.
Now, I'm not 100% sure who Rodriguez is, to be honest with you. But with that said, regardless of who it is, I think if you're just a general combat sports fan, you probably see Ripley and Dominic Mysterio on your social media timeline at least a couple times a week. They are on fire right now. One of the biggest things, if not the biggest thing, other than MJF in professional wrestling. It's not the time. It's not the place. It doesn't make sense. Ripley's going to retain the title.
Because, again, another person I don't want to see lose, but I just don't think it's unfortunately the right time. This is just to kind of tee them up, get them, in the main event scene, get the crowd ready for when they do finally win it. But taking the belt off Rhea Ripley right now just makes no sense. Mommy is on fire. Her and Dirty Dom are just over as Rover right now, and it makes no sense to take the belt off Rhea Ripley.
Now, we all know that Austin Theory has a or I should say, the WWE Creative has a soft spot in their hearts for Austin Theory. So you can never be fully confident that he's not going to get another world title. But Rey Mysterio right now, I just think that he hasn't fully fulfilled what the WWE Creative wanted his title run to be yet. So for that, I think it would just kind of feel just not like fully fulfilled his title reign. If it ends here, I think Rey Mysterio is going to get the win.
If they take the belt off Mysterio, then why'd we even put it on him in the first place? This is just another match to kind of fill up. This is just kind of a match to fill up the card for me. I don't see the belt changing hands. Honestly, if anything, Mysterio should just be keeping that title. If they do put it on Theory again, then LA Knight should immediately come out and take it off him because he needs to have a rocket strapped to him ASAP. And so in short, I have Rey Mysterio retaining, but LA Knight should hold that title.
Been a nice little build up. It's going to be a fun match to watch, but quite frankly, the Miz is always going to be the Miz from here on out. He's got his superstar status. I think it's solidified. LA Knight, we've all know that he can be one of these crossover superstars that's in movies, that has endorsement deals, but for whatever reason, we're not quite there yet, even though the wrestling fans like us seem to be begging for it. So a loss here would just be another hit to his momentum, which I think should not be happening right now. LA Knight gets the win.
Again, I'm going to use this phrase a lot. It's a tee-up match. It's LA Knight versus The Miz. If LA Knight loses this match, then I'm kind of having flashbacks back to 2014 with Daniel Bryan. I'm having flashbacks to, I believe it's 2013 with Zack Ryder, and it's no, maybe 2015 with Zack Ryder. But it's just that if they don't give him this win, then they just don't know what to do with these reactions that he's getting, because he should have a rocket that is sending him to freaking Uranus or something like that at this point. He is just the guy, and I think that this is just an easy win for LA Knight.
I just think that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have there's so much love from pro wrestling fans for them. And to lose those titles, I understand that the Judgment Day, they are superstars in their own right. They have a lot of potential, arguably hasn't been fully reached as much as they've done in the WWE, but you can't take the belts off Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. You got to keep riding this. They're fan favorites. It's fun. They're going to get the win on Saturday night.
This is another interesting one because it kind of depends on where this match falls on the card. If it's the opening match, I don't think they're winning. If it's the closing match, I think they're winning. And let me just kind of let me give some context for that. If the opening match is this tag team match, then that would mean that Owens and Zayn are most likely going to retain, so that Damian Priest can cash in on Rollins later tonight and walk away with a bigger prize or something like that. So that way they don't have an overabundance of gold on them. But that could still be a possibility, because I've also heard that they want to keep the Judgment Day around for a while. But I think this makes more sense to have them lose, keep that tension, but just show that they are behind Damian Priest. They're all still working together and stuff like that, so we can get the title from Rollins. But if it's the main event, which I think it most likely will be, I think then Balor and Priest win the titles from Owens and Zayn, so that they can keep that storyline going. Like, oh, can they coexist? Are they going to be all right with all this tension kind of shtick? So with this one, it really kind of depends on where it falls on the card. But I'm going to say that, considering the names, considering the stipulation of the match, it's going to be probably the main event, which probably means that Balor and Priest are going to walk away with the titles.